Hey everyone, this is Chef. Welcome back to Reus2. I don't know what we're doing today. We're continuing to work through getting gold stars on all of our spirits, so that's going to be Merchant. Old Gem Biotica gain an extra biodiversity and 50% gold if they're unique. We'll roll random giants, and then we're just gonna let the Max Horizon inform what arrow we want to take. Or what turning points we want to take. But we're done with all the 1s and 2s. We're just knocking out the 3s. And I guess if nothing comes together, we can just do Column Era 3. And we'll be fine. So Diamond coming along with an extra gemstone in turquoise seems very good as far as Merchant Spirit is concerned. We have a Rhesus Macaque, extra science for each science in the adjacent tree biome with the highest science. So we'll want to keep an eye out for good trees. And then 20% mystery for each distinct mineral in the biome, 10 extra mystery for each distinct adjacent volcanic or element biome. Sure. Forest, ocean, desert, it's like we're playing with the original 3 giants again. So Merchant is going to want money. 1, 2. Go ahead and give you an ocean, maybe. I can get some money out of an ocean. I don't think I can get much money out of a forest. So you take one of those. You take one of these. We'll set up a second desert for you. I'd love to see like Miner or something. Or Huntress. Huntress would go nice on the other side of that desert. We'll see what we get for our other spirits though. Tumble Range Haven. Set the forest giant up doing some things over there. We have a gold booster on the coast. And Merchant wants to have 3 wealth. That seems like a fairly... Oh wait, no, he wants unique gems. That's right. Let's take advantage of this. Let's roll an agate. Even though technically that's going to put us down like 10 gold. 13 gold. That's fine. I'd rather get the gem. And actually I think that's more because we're getting the 50% multiplier. So that's actually your 3 wealth in a single gem, which kind of rocks. That's going to save us a ton of Eon that we can spend elsewhere. Botanist is going to look pretty good in this forest. It's a shame that our 3-star Apex Bioticum for forest is an animal, but if we can find a really good tree, like if we can pick up a maple, or I guess we would want a good fruit tree. I don't know what 3-star forest fruit trees there are, but if we could get a 3-star forest fruit tree, I think we would be off to the races with this Rhesus Macaque. Ocean minerals for 100 gold. I could do that for you. I'm pretty sure I have 3 ocean minerals right now. I do. Yeah, I have 3 ocean minerals. You have a merchant pier. You have built your merchant pier on the wrong side of your city, but it's okay. Have some extra science. Have a bedrock. That's your merchant pier. Over here we have Ash Valley on Sea, 2 plants within borders. I'll give you a sea anemone. I'll give you a clownfish. And then I might give you a second shirt, because we've got a mineral booster there. Or I could draft ocean. Yeah, let's draft ocean and see what we get. White-plumed anemone isn't really going to take off the way we want it to. I think coral rock might, though. Let's see if that works. You're next to clownfish, and then I could just put a second coral here. I do... No, I have a white-plumed anemone. And you want to be next to each distinct adjacent mineral. We can sort of make that work. It's a little clunky, but we can sort of do it. So that should be all of the science that you want. And then come over here and expand this desert out a little bit more. So these aren't great synergies, but they're kind of doing what we need them to do. I could replace you with another mineral, and that would make the white-plumed anemone. No, you have to be adjacent to sea anemone specifically. Clownfish would be a lot more interesting if it was, like, adjacent to any plant. But it's so restrictive. Oh well. And then we have hunters. This is pretty much exactly what we want. I think you can just go on the other side of this forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, go ahead and be here. You're going to want 2 animals within borders. You're only at 8 of 10 wealth. What if I gave you an extra gem? Would that please you? Because you're going to get an extra 50% wealth out of it, so that should be 30 gold. Nah, it's going to put you at 9. It's not quite going to put you at 10, though. Do I have any animals that want to be next to a rock? Again, not really. But I could put a sand cat down, and then you're going to want animals, because you're the huntress. So I could go sand cat here. And then, presuming that you expand into the desert, thank you so much. I can go jerboa, redstone, plant. And then that will turn the sand cat on. So jerboa, sagebrush, redstone. Alright. You want to make something. Ocean plants within borders. I'm fairly sure that I can do that for you. Let me just confirm that I don't have good trees. Not really. We have, like, okay trees, but they're not great, and more importantly, we only have 2. So yeah, you can have an ocean farm. And then you want to have 1 more plant. I can get that for you next era. I just need you to expand first. Let's also pick up an expansion charge. Make the desert a little bigger, I suppose. I think I might end up replacing this with, like, rainforest. Okay, so we can only do Monument Age or Column Era. But Monument Age should be fine. I think you're going to want... Oh, you already have Element Biotica. And you already have 13 wealth. Alright, so Monument Age Star 1 is done. Botanist Village wants to have 1 more plant. I can take care of that for you. Just have this random ash tree. The merchant now needs 35 prosperity. The huntress needs 1 more animal. Have 1 of these. And then have 1 of these. That should take care of your pop. Botanist Village is done. Merchant Town. How am I going to get you up 1 more prosperity? I think it's going to involve drafts. Construction, Barren, Element. Don't care. Lapis Lazuli does come with 3 gems. Hard to say no when we're also looking at Diamond for our Apex Bioticum in the desert. Give me a forest draft. We're looking for... Well, pangolins are really good, though. You gave the botanist the ocean, the coral farm, the algae farm, that's food. So you may want to think about a way to get your botanist some extra science. This does want distinct fruit bioticum. I was excited about Pangolin. I don't think I'm excited about Pangolin anymore. It doesn't give our botanist the things that he needs. It gives our huntress the things that she needs. No, maybe I am still excited about it. I mean, we do get an extra tree out of taking antimony. I think you could go either way on these. I like pangolins, just as a concept, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a pangolin. And then you take a jerboa here, because I think I'm gonna turn this into tundra later. Or rainforest, I'm not sure which yet. Huntress is going to want animals. I can just do a rainforest. So you'll get your jerboa. You're at 24 prosperity currently. How can I get that up for you? Just higher prosperity, and then you get another 30 gold, and maybe a 4th village would also do it. But I need a lot of pop to get you there. Adjacent to 2 different bioticum types. I can do pear tree. I can do pangolin. I can do moss agate. I should do mossy stone instead because he wants the science. Then you will be adjacent to 2 different bioticum types. You will be adjacent to plant and mineral, and I can put animal here. Okay. Huntress is chilling. Huntress doesn't need anything right now. It's just Merchant that's giving me issues. Do I have any more gems? I do have more gems for you. I don't have an animal to put them next to, but it's okay. I could maybe fit one in down here somewhere. This isn't going to move you from 24 to 35, but... Go ahead. And then another gem over here. Wait, didn't I just put Jasper in the ocean? I did put Jasper in the ocean. I can give you Topaz, and then later this could be Lapis Lazuli. Or something else. I don't know. We can figure it out. It puts you at 24. Who has more prosperity than you? The botanist? The botanist must. You're at 25. You're at 12. You're at 32. Okay. It's going to be harder for you to get your hands on gold than on food, being next to a forest, so take a trapper. And then can I figure out why you're so ass? You know what? When in doubt, just put down a gigantic Lapis Lazuli. And then ignore the fact that this is a food booster. And now you should no longer have any problems. Because it's 150 gold you're getting out of that thing. You might still have problems. You are still going to have problems. Holy cow. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to get food. I need one more food to take over. Are you trading? You are. What luxuries do you have? Is it food related? No, it's money related. That sucks. I need to get one more food from somewhere. Are you within 15? No. No. Are you within 15 wealth? No. We need to do food. 10 of 20. Use one of your bioticum. He has no animals. He has 8 minerals. He has no animals. How close are you? 0 of 20, but sphagnum moss is 25. Go ahead and sphagnum moss. That's going to put us to 10. It's going to let us make a village. The village in question is going to be a rainforest village. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to destroy a lot of things that the Huntress has going for her right now. But I can find a way to give her a third animal. Somehow. Probably. I can give her a rainforest animal. Take one of these. That's going to put you back up to your 20 food threshold. Get ready to buy a nomad. Done. Food versus science. I think it's going to have to be science. 5, 6. You're going to go here. We'll have an inventor in the desert, and then you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. Okay. That's going to be the planet. We're going to have some cramped biomes to work with, but we'll see how it goes. Merchant's also not at 35 yet. Merchant's at 29. How are you going to get him to 35? Well, this is going to be plus 30 gold, so that's going to get him to 30. And then you're going to need a percent modifier one. These all upgrade plants. I'm in hell. Can I buy? Can only be placed in desert, but does give mystery. And tagged barren, I don't think really helps me at all. You do need to be adjacent to an animal. That gives us an extra 15, but really it's more than 15 because you're multiplying it by 50. So I think the way that we can do that is we can buy Eon, place animal, turn on your Jasper, and then spend your last 2 microcharges on... Oh, you can't afford an antlion. Oh, we're going to be in tight on this one. Wait, does this one suck because you're not getting the plus 50 because it's not unique in biome? You need an ocean animal that gives gold. Or you could just take an olivine. Do you have better options? Amber may actually be better. No, you're not adjacent to 2 things. Do you have 4? You do have 4 biodiversity in that ocean. You can, at most, get it next to 2 animals, but you could change the draft around a little bit. Give me olivine. Buy me another Eon charge. Oh god, it's a 2-star. I missed that. Any plants in here that give money? He's not even close. None of those are gonna work. We'll try it, but I don't think I have a lot of other options. I might need to jewel beetle twice, which is only going to get us like one well. But this should make this Jasper better, because it will now be unique. Really? But it was unique, though. It's got you to 31. Jewel Beetle's going to move you to 32. And then does that get you over the top of the botanist? You'd have to get to 33. I think I can do it. Jeweled Beetle the quartz. Because that's going to put you to 32 prosperity, and then when you get to 33 prosperity, you get an extra 30 from construction site. 32, Jewel Beetle, to 33. And then I need that extra 30 gold to put you to 35 somehow. 33. It's not going to do it, but I think I can buy another micro to do it. I can buy a micro in this era, right? Yeah. So we have spent way more points than I'm really interested in spending at this point. But it had to be done to get through Monument Age 3. We're kind of on the back foot right now going into our Era 2 turning point, though. But maybe that's okay, because Era 2 is when we can start to leverage the fact that we have surplus biodiversity. Oh, and then you have one more era. Sandcat wants a critter in biome. Have one of those. We probably could have skipped using that last jeweled beetle, because this Jerboa is going to put you at 37. Which means you could have skipped buying the microcharges, and now we have to use the microcharges, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I think we mishandled that a bit. Your percent gold for each adjacent plant. Where could I take advantage of that? Plus 20% gold. Oh, this pangolin owns. Here, you can have this guy. That's going to be a really good pangolin. Especially because we're going to stick an animal here as soon as they expand. And then he's going to give us an extra 15 gold, but it's going to be an extra 15 gold plus 20%. So an extra 3, an extra 18 gold. It's a good pangolin. Does that give you like a trade route or anything? Do I need to wait around? No, that's it. Alright, so Monument is done. Monument was a little scruffy, but Monument's done. We don't really have a focus right now, though. I guess money is the best thing we have access to. It's because we have a lot of biotica that give money. And we're heading into Era 2, which means that we have the 2-star Desert Gem and the 2-star Ocean Gem we could put down. 3 cities with 8 money? I do think that's fairly doable. Sure. Sure, man. So World Market wants extra trade routes, which means we need both inventions and trade. You want to make an amulet smith, 200 gold for 5 gem biotica. That will absolutely be happening. So you can go ahead and make one of those. It's already done. We do need to give the inventor some love. How about you take a rattlesnake? And then you can go next to a sand cat, and you can go next to a jerboa. Oh, he wants tech, though. Aw. Draft me another desert. I feel like our desert biotic are not very good right now. Gila monster's interesting, but doesn't really come with gems. Basalt does not come with gems, but it does give us some good technology. Oh, desert salt is really good. I think we take desert salt here. It gives us a bit of everything, so the inventor's going to appreciate that. I actually... Oh, is it 2? I think it's a 2. It is a 2. So I need a good mineral that generates gold that is barren. It's none of you. I need an animal that's barren. For each distinct barren bioticum. Oh, I don't want this cat anymore. I don't want the cat. Ignore the fact that it's a gold booster. The fact that it's a gold booster is confusing you. Desert salt. Wrong, it needs a level 2. Mudcrack. You're going to want to upgrade these tiles, actually. It does matter that that's a gold booster because you're going to upgrade these tiles. Next to a critter, next to a predator. You're a predator, you're a critter. So I can go sandcat, rattlesnake, jerboa. Let's do that. I know this isn't technology, but we're burying these. So they don't really matter. Botanist no longer worships the forest giant. That's fine. You are being ignored right now. You should take it personally. Then you can bury this. Because I want to cram desert salt into this corner. That's fine. Have a desert salt. Have a sandcat, which is a barren animal. Then have a mudcrack, which is a barren gem. Or a barren mineral. So that's going to give you Desolate Star. 40, 60, 77. That should push you over to Technology 3, and then let's go hang out in Botanist Town for a little bit. What do you need? You want 4 ocean plants, or you want 8 distinct plants, or you want 6 tree biotica, or you want 8 plants. I would love to find a way to do Coral Diver for you. And I do have enough plants to do it. So I'll do it. You're going to get red algae here. Then you're going to get kelp here, which is a food biome, which will turn on red algae, and then we'll put a fish somewhere deeper. Huntress is investing fur vest. Have one of those. Have one of these. Is that going to push you to 35? Probably not. That's going to get you kind of close. And then you need an animal out here. Can I get a forest animal? I have no draft charges. Oh, that was your emblem that you just got, I think. That's going to push you to 29. Can I get Huntress for more pop? Is that more doable? I really want a science animal to go there. A 75 in tagged triple flower if adjacent to 3 different biotica. Wow, wow, wow. If adjacent to mineral, if adjacent to plant. That's a cute little synergy. And it does give you a little extra food. And it gives you a little extra gold to maybe think about starting a trade route. You already did a trade route, so actually you'll be fine. You have no jungle animals that give science. So this should push you to 5. It might push you to 6. No, it's only going to push you to 5. There you go. And now how do I push you to 8? Raymond tree into papaya tree. Three cities of 15 gold. I currently don't see a reason why it wouldn't be doable. You're expanding. That doesn't matter currently. I need to draft forest. I need forest food. Boar. It's 2-star though. I would really rather it be 1-star. Imperial Jade, as much as I want to take the gem synergy, I feel like I need food right now. And a red deer just giving 25 straight up, I don't think is going to be good enough. I really wish I could take both of these trees, but I just don't think I can afford to take things that don't give food. Each distinct bioticum that has a base food yield, each distinct animal. We're never going to have distinct animals, so Imperial Jade is going to be tough to do. Because in this forest, we're going to want trees and fruit for the rhesus macaque. So the fact that blackberry is a fruit, I think means we need to take it. Because he just needs one good adjacent tree, and then everything else needs to be fruit. So give me the fruit. This is a blackberry that is very far away from the rest of civilization. And I can get it to be adjacent to an herbivore. If I put a squirrel here, and then I would just need to put it adjacent to a tree. Like, this pear tree would be adjacent to 2 different bioticum types. You want to be adjacent to a gem? You would be adjacent to a gem there. I just need to push the pop a little higher. That's not enough. I may use a micro to push that high. And then focus on money with the palace cat. Just give you like a little worm. That will push you to 8 of 8. Which will give me a draft charge. Which I need to use... I don't know at this point. I don't know where I need to use it. I'm gonna spend 1 on rain. Should you spend 1 on rainforest? What does Inventor need? He doesn't know. Each science in the minerals and borders with highest science. 2 of 3 tree biotica. I think I can nail down woodcutter fairly easily, since you're next to rainforest. Because we can go tree, tree, and then I can draft 1 rainforest to get tree. Gumbo Limbo, done. You're the inventor, so you want tree. No more than 2 other copies of this biotica. That's fine, there won't be more than 2, so I can place you. And then I can place Gumbo Limbo here, and then I can place Papaya here. That'll be your 3 trees. You'll get your science. They will be somewhat unique. Not fully unique, but somewhat unique. Alright. That should be your request done. And then where are you going to get 5 more science for botanist? He wants 2 more plants. I can give you 1 more. And you are actually adjacent. No, you're only adjacent to 1 plant biotica here. Unfortunate. I don't quite think I'm ready to start upgrading to 3s, but maybe I am. 20 and 5, 5 and 30. We could just tear both of these down. And then if we put a plant here, and we put a camphor tree here, you would be adjacent to 3 different bioticum types. And then you'd have a triple flower tag for whatever that accomplishes for us. We could just replace this with another ash tree. I think that would definitely get you to 35 science. So let's do that. You need to come over here. You can do the upgrade. And then Hunter's Town needs 20 food somehow. And we're not even, like, thinking about gold yet. Mineral booster? I'm pretty sure I don't care. Yeah. I'm incapable of caring about that. You're gonna go here. Oh, you could replace it with the pear tree. It would be adjacent to 2 different bioticum. That's a big tree. That's a huge tree. Your pangolin is loving life. That should be all of your science to get to 35 combined. Oh yeah, no problem. 33, 34, 35, 36. So you're done. You're at 8 gold. How do I get you from 8 to 15? Probably with a draft charge, but you need to burn all of these. You have no 2-star anything for forest. You have boar for food, and you have pheasant for food. So Huntress is going to need that. 100 food, 100 gold. Are you at 15 yet? You're not. Alright, then I need to take Tavern. Get ready to spend just an astronomical amount of era. I think we need to replace Blueberry and Moss Agate. Although we might want to think about replacing Blackberry Palace Cat first to preserve synergies. And then what are you replacing it with? Boar, because you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 distinct bioticum that have a base food yield, and it's an animal. And then are you also doing pheasant? It would be adjacent to animal, gem, plant. Yeah, pheasant would work there. That would take you from 4 animals to 5, and then you could just plunk any random animal in the rainforest. I don't think there's any world where that pushes you to 15 gold, though. And it's going to spend all of your Eon. So this one's going to be a little tight. Strap in. Bury these. No boosters, that's fine. Give me a boar. Give me a pheasant. Inventor, merchant, botanist. Like, everyone is friends, which I love. This is the friendliest planet we've had so far. That's Hunter's Town done. You are going to get to 12 gold. And then if I give you a parakeet next to a tree, that may push you to 13, and then I can use micros to get you to 15? Maybe? I will, because it turned Tavern on. That puts your Tavern at 6, so that's another 100 gold. It's going to give you 3. 13 is not going to give... You're going to need one more, but you'll have a micro charge to do. 14. Spend your micro now. It's going to be Jewel Beetle on Moss Agate. Okay. That takes you to 15. Merchant Age, 2 cities with 15 gold. Done. Now, where are you going to get the 3rd city to 15? Because you're at 8, and the Inventor is going to be even worse. Never mind, Inventor's at 9. Actually, he's really well off. More barren minerals, maybe? Next a set of plant and animal. I need more distinct barren bioticum here. It's none of y'all. I don't like this Sandcat Jerboa right. I wish I had a desert animal that was barren. Adjacent to a set of plant and animal. But it's level 2. Adjacent to plant. Adjacent to critter, adjacent to predator. Olive tree's barren, but it gives food. I need gold. I think you're going to have to find a way to put a sunstone down. And you don't want to be next to plant, is that correct? No, you just want to be adjacent to empty. So we can do sunstone here. And then you want to be adjacent to sets of plants and animals. So we can do sagebrush here. Plant and animal. Actually, we could do olive tree here. Olive tree here. Sandcat here. A rattlesnake here, which would be adjacent to Jerboa. And then sagebrush here. Would do it. The only condition is that you need to upgrade these. And I don't think you have the Eon... I don't think you can afford... Maybe you can, because you're not going to do anything else with your food. So put a redstone here for upgrade me purposes. You come over here. Give me a sagebrush. This is where this sagebrush is going to go. And then you come here and give me a rattlesnake. Hold on. No, you're good. This is sunstone, this is olive tree. Oh, and you get a building stone. Please, something that gives gold. Everything in the military bioticum within borders. Okay, what military are we putting down? Sandcat is not military. Desert salt is not military. Right now it's redstone. Is sunstone military? There's no shot, right? It's just a gem. Yeah. Rattlesnake would be military if you could reach. 4 distinct base biotic that have science yield. 4 of 6 trees. You are going to go to 4 trees with this olive tree. Fan palm is not barren though, so we won't be putting that down. And then you don't have any spare. So you don't have good enough military. I think we could get Alchemist to work here. But Wood Workshop is a guaranteed 200. And I'm scared of my ability to count. So give me a Wood Workshop, because the Olive Tree is going to put us at 4. Upgrade here. Confirm that you have all of your bonuses. Yes. Upgrade here. You do need to buy a scary amount of charges for this. It's a plant booster. That is great. Olive tree. And sunstone. Does that push you to 15? I think it does. And if it doesn't, we might be able to get there with micro. 13. You're gonna need to use micro, but you can get there. 14. Yeah, you can just barely get there with micro. Upgrade this. Okay, that is again, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here to get through these eras, but we're getting through these eras. We are successfully completing them. So I shouldn't be that mad. Double check that all of your buildings are turned on. Your tavern is working. Your coral diver is working. I don't need to worry about what's going on with you. Your world market is doing great. And your woodcutter was only ever going to get to 4. I do not have the Eon or... Well, I guess I could just slam down 2 random trees to get an extra 100 science, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to leave you at 200. So that's a fairly good world market. That's 7 trade routes out of it. I have no clue what we go for here for Eric. Maybe because of how scattered this has been, we do just do Calm Era 3 and we finish those unlocks and then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, have 300, have 500, have 600. Realistically, can we get to 600? Probably not, but we'll try it. I don't know about this. A ladybug is going to be really good for upgrading our insane tree that we want to give to our botanist if we ever see it. Extra science for each science in the tree bioticum within borders with the highest science. Or this gives us an enormous amount of stuff. What's going to make or break this for us is whether we can get a killer 3-star forest tree. So before we do anything else, we need to know if that exists. We need to see a good tree here. Maple tree wants each adjacent. Orange tree is food for each fruit bioticum on the planet and 10% for each distinct fruit bioticum. I think that works really well with Reus's macaque. Because we can just load up on fruit biome around the planet. The problem with Maple Tree is that we would want the Reus's macaque to be adjacent to it. Like, this is mono fruit synergy, which I think is going to be make or break. And then we're only going to need 14 total biodiversity to make that happen. Let's do that. So, we bury camphor tree and pear tree. And we replace it with... We can shove orange tree into the corner. And then we can put Reus's macaque next to it. And then we just load up on 1-star fruits. More blackberries, blueberries, pear trees, grapevines... all that stuff. Or maybe we upgrade you. Because I actually don't really want to replace either of these. And I want to see how big our tree gets before I do anything rash with the botanist. So you come over here. I do have a spare 8 biodiversity. Although those boars kind of frickin' with me. So berry mossy stone, berry pangolin. Thank you for your service, by the way, pangolin. Oh, super booster. I think that means we want orange tree there. Output of 50. Output of 25, but then an extra 1,500. No, it's not gonna matter. Because you get 10 per... Well, actually, you only get... plus 40 food. No, the orange tree is going to be bigger. So orange tree goes here. And then also, for what it's worth, it turns your squirrel on. And then you can go like this for extra fruit. You could upgrade boar. You could upgrade boar. Also, that puts you to 6 biodiversity. That's actually enough for your rhesus macaque. Go get him, tiger. It's 847 food. We could push it higher. We could ladybug it. Actually, maybe you could just agraricus it. Place your other fruit down first. Are you missing any fruit so far? Yeah, you can still put down a grapevine, which you could upgrade these two with. I'd rather upgrade these. Holy cow, that's a lot of science. 870 out of 1,500. Let's go. So now we're looking at 932 food. Or we're looking at 600 food. No. 500 food, 500 science. I think I'd rather have 500 food, 500 science. Especially because we could get 2 more ocean plants that we could put even deeper into the ocean biome. Also because I just think a giant whale skeleton in a tank is really cool. So you're doing great. That should be your level 4 request done. Beautiful. That's your emblem turning on. Is that your level 3 emblem? It is your level 3 emblem. Old tree biotica. Oh my god. I would really like to upgrade you to get rid of this squirrel. And put a grapevine there, and then adjacent animal that has a base food yield. What if we don't kill the boar and the pheasant, and we just put a hazelnut tree there? What if? So we try and fit blackberry here. No, you'd have to find a new place for blackberry. You'd replace the moss agate with blackberry, I guess. Here you're adjacent to two animals as well. So 50 plus 75 plus 75 is definitely bigger than 75. Have one of these guys. Oh, each adjacent animal that has a base food yield. Rhesus macaque does not have a base food yield. You would need to go here. And then you go here. And you're double fruit tag. I don't know if that means you get... Yeah, it does. You go from 7 to 9. Yes. Okay. Alright, okay. Good. Good. He's excited, but he can't expand it. Oh my god, you claimed both of those ocean tiles? We actually can't make it any bigger. I probably should have used a jam vendor. All right, let's move on to Huntress. Huntress gives 1 extra food for each food in the animal within borders with highest food. So that's 310, but if I can find one more predator to put down, it's 400 gold and then 300 gold. But then if I can find one more predator, like a palace cat or something, it's 600. I don't think it's going to happen. Is it possible that a Gaur is even better than a boar? No, that's not possible. So I think boar is going to stay, and you're just going to serve boar steaks. It's a little underwhelming, but it is very thematic. And then you want one more animal within borders. I think I would be happy to give you a pit viper next to those parakeets. That is Huntress emblem turning on. All animals gain +10, +5. There's your 7th animal. I don't think that's going to get you to pop or wealth, though. Yeah, I'm going to have trouble getting you to pop and wealth. Inventor, what's up with you these days? 250 for each medicinal bioticum within borders. I think that's going to be our best option. I don't see any way for you to complete a power plant. We don't really have energy or anything like that. But I can give you gold. Are you interested in gold at all? Adjacent to gem, adjacent to animal, and then I can give you... Actually, I could give you parakeet here. Adjacent to animal. Do you have any fruit that you can place in the jungle, or have you already? You've placed it all already. But you may be able to draft some more. If we do, we'll replace this papaya tree and Ramon tree. And then you can have one of these bad boys. I would like you to fire a trade route. I'm just trying to get you to trade routes. Also, any medicinal that I missed? I think it's just going to be Gumbo Limbo. Yeah, alright, so we're looking for rainforest drafts if we get around. And then Merchant. How are you doing? Extra gold for each gold in the gem bioticum within borders with highest gold. So that's going to be a diamond. I'm just letting you know now. Sandcat and Jerboa are going to be the ones that get erased and replaced with a diamond. Plus a turquoise. Adjacent to gem and predator. Adjacent to sets of gem and predator. So I'd like to do it twice. But I can't because it would conflict with sunstone. But it's much better than sunstone. And I don't want to overrate any of these gems. These are the only 2 places it can go. I guess the other thing I could do is I could make the desert bigger. Just go ahead and widen this over here, and then bring the ocean giant in, because you might want to place a couple more animals here. You want to be adjacent to sets of gem and predator. So we would overwrite here. I would want to do gem, no, gem, gem, but then I would want to do predator, predator. I need one more desert animal predator. Oh my god, Ruby. Can I afford that? I don't think I can afford that. We're currently rolling with 14 biodiversity. Diamond is going to knock it down to 6. Turquoise is going to knock it down to 5. And then I need to get back up to 10? Like, that's 6. That's 8. That's 9. Okay, maybe it is possible. And a damask rose would kind of go off. Alright, you know what? Send it. I think we can. I think we can greed for it. So no matter what, you get upgraded. That didn't get you your predator bio. You want another draft. That's a plant booster? Our turquoise placement is getting really complicated. I mean, it doesn't give you that much extra. But it does give you some extra. So you would go damask rose, diamond, because they don't care about adjacency. And then you would just have to find a contrived way to set up a turquoise. Draft me. Show me... Oh, Desert's max rank. Well, I want to say maybe I should have rerolled that, but I don't know. Why are you drafting Ocean? What did you even expect to get here? I don't know, save it. I don't know what's going on in there. I think you're just going to have to double place Rattlesnake and Sandcat. Okay, so if you do that, that does make your life a lot easier for placing turquoise. Maybe you do damask rose. Come over here and damask rose. You probably want to buy a couple expansion charges here. Or border boosters or whatever. Give yourself some extra space to work with. That's going to put you to 13. Your Jasper does suck now. But that's fine. Wait, is it fine? Yeah, because both of these need to be adjacent to gems. Wait, you could get rid of the Jasper. Hold on. You have so much Eon left still that you could afford to get weird with this. Give me... Jerboa. Then upgrade me. An Omni Booster. Oh my god. It's pretty good. Okay. Yup. Music to my ears. Then Topaz. So your Lapis Lazuli is enjoying life. Then Rubus. Which puts your diamond to 2,000. Your ringsmith is giving 2,000 gold. Okay. Good. And we're not done either. That's the best part. Sandcat goes here. Now we're prepping our turquoise. Sandcat goes here. Rattlesnake goes here. Turquoise wants to be adjacent to gems and predators. Jasper wants to be adjacent to animals, so it's going to be Jasper. And Mudcrack for, like, no good reason. Who cares? Actually, give me like a fan pole. Because we're going to upgrade this tile anyway. 2,200. Upgrade me here. Then we go turquoise. It's adjacent to 2 predators. We put Jasper back here. And then we put another topaz, I guess. And that triggers you twice. Your diamond is at 2,500. It's at Gem King times 9. Then, you're not done yet. You want more distinct Baron Bioticum? So that is going to be a Mudcrack here. And that is all of the Baron Bioticum that you have access to. You can then put a redstone here, where it would be adjacent to a plant. Just ignore the booster. And I think that's as good as your desert can get. Right, you're still waiting on an ocean draft, because you clicked randomly. I would really like you to expand again. Come and get that tile. You're already expanding? Great news. Do I have anything else that I can just cram in here? I can. I can just give you a random Jerboa. Sandcats will like that, I guess. Okay, that acquires Topaz for you and Jerboa for you. You're going to acquire Turquoise, which is an extra 110 and an extra Jasper. Then, this ocean. What did we get for this ocean? Each distinct mineral in this biome? That's really good. Did you know that that's really good? And then we need volcanic or element. Well, oil offshore is element. Basalt aquatic is element. Are any of these gems? None of these are gems, so I guess I can just take offshore oil. Each science in adjacent biotica. It's gonna be hard to get that one to pop, because we don't really have anything that makes science. Oh, I do have a gem. Okay. Let's think about this. Can only be placed in deep, adjacent to at least one other deep. Can only be placed in shallow. Wants lots of minerals. It's an element. I do want to place this Christmas tree. Let's go adjacent to 2 distinct plant. Your plant, your plant. So we can get a nice jellyfish there. And then you want to be adjacent to animal, but you're not unique in that biome. You want to be adjacent to animal plus coral. I'm just gonna give it the Jasper, and then I'll bury the Jasper. And bring the Forest Giant over here as well. Okay. You're at 111 wealth. It's gonna go higher. That's an insane ringsmith. You go here. Upgrade. Seep community is going to go... It's only plus 50 science there, though. That's also 50. I guess that is better. Have your expanse element. Each distinct adjacent volcanic or element. So your element, you're going to go here. You're going to need to get replaced with something that is element. Adjacent to a set of animal and coral. I can make that happen for you. And your element, which is the important part. You are going to now be anemone friend instead. That turns coral rock on. And then I need 2 more volcanic or element. Gem. You're volcanic and element? And you want to be next to 2 distinct ocean animals. You're element, you're volcanic. You also want to be next to animals. I need to put the gem down for the sake of diamond. I just don't know how I'm going to get it adjacent to a ton of animals. Hey, this is easy. We just need to upgrade these 2. Go anchovy, anchovy. I actually don't remember if biodiversity is something that gets buried. I guess we'll find out. Upgrade. Let's find out. No. Doesn't look like it is. So that was a pretty poor choice of legacy biotica for those slots. Bedrock, chert, agate. I want a bigger ocean. I'm just now realizing I can just have a bigger ocean. Owned. And now you're going to expand like crazy. You actually needed that coral rock to be adjacent. Your seep community... No, your Christmas tree coral is kind of missing it. Oh well. So we have a little bit more space now. Like manganese is really easy to add now. Because it only cares about minerals in biome. Yeah, you only care about minerals in biome. I don't have any more ocean draft, that's fine. But what if you drafted, like, taiga and you got a rock you could also put in the ocean? No, it's not happening. It was worth a shot. Okay. And then I just have to give you random stuff. You want to be adjacent to plant. Then shift bedrock here. And replace it with a plant up here. Make it adjacent to a fish, perhaps? Need Eon to place biotica? How dare you? How dare you tell me what to do? Plus 50% science? No, I don't think we'll be doing that. Ugh. That's like all of my Eon. I can't buy another one. It's going to be too expensive. Okay, so the last thing you place just needs to be really good. I think it has to be an Olivine. Because you're still 4 off of Calm Flourish. No, it needs to be plants for the Marine Ecological Institute. Adjacent to a fish? Yeah, we're giving up on finishing this Christmas tree coral. I need to make this guy's Marine Ecological Institute pop off, because I think that'll give us the 4 prosperity we need by itself. Yeah, that should do it and then some. There we go. Alright, a little scary at the end, but we got there. Oh, and also we still have Ladybug. Can upgrade plant. That was going to be the giant tree that we had over here. Was it not? Yeah, your giant orange tree. Go ahead and give me plus 75% food on that bad boy. It's going to be about an extra 750 food. It's going to cap out Rhesus Macaque on the science that it gives. It's going to push you even higher. We still have 4 upgrade charges in the bank. Like, we ran out of Eon, and we still have so much upgrade material left. And then food. Who needs one more food? Just like a little extra 25. Or a little extra 25 gold. It doesn't get you to a trade route. We already have your emblem. It's not going to get you to pop 68. So it's not you. It's not going to get you to pop 36. It's not going to get you a trade route. It is going to get you to pop 20. It's not going to get you a trade route. It is going to get you to pop 19. And find a way to get you more technology, though. 25. You could buy extra micro. And then put down Agrarius on a plant. Agrarius on a Damask Rose. If only it also gave mystery, but you can't have everything. That's going to push you to invent one more thing. Which, I don't know, maybe gives us bonus prosperity? Maybe somebody's got a trade route they aren't using? No, people are definitely using all their trade routes. Right? Yeah. Definitely. But that is your extra science to push you over. And then you still have 2 micro, actually. 20% gold for each adjacent plant? No. 50 in tag tree? No. Although 50 in tag tree. If you had Rhesus Macaque next to something that was not a tree, you could do some busted stuff with that. That would be kind of interesting. So show me another big plant that doesn't already have a micro on it, and that's where I'll put my second Agrarius, and then I think we'll be done. Anybody else got big plants? What about that one in the ocean? Yeah, this one that's giving 110 mystery. How about you put plus 40% mystery on that bad boy? The merchant is inventing drilling machines. That seems sophisticated. What are you inventing those with? Produced from diamond? Okay, sure. That's an extra plus 3 technology for you. Now what's this gonna do? Because it's gonna put you from 110 mystery to 130. Each of your mystery is 8 gold. 8 and 30 is like 240 gold. It's not quite gonna get you to another trade route. Yeah, you're miles off the next trade route. So we still have a little currency we could spend. We could do some terraform charges, some interesting things with that, but given that we're out of Eon, I think that's about as good as we're going to do, and 624 isn't a bad planet. So let's go collect our rewards for 3-star column era, and that's where we'll call it a day on this one. It never really felt like we had a direction, but we still managed to figure some things out. I'm happy to escape with a 3-star on anything from that one. given that it all took until like 3 stars to actually come together. New, new, new. Love it. And then give me a couple more of these. Collect one more to gain another. Okay, sure. Oh, we're already getting 3 out of it? That's great. Show me what I've won. A whale fall. A titan fall. All deep gain 100 science plus 75 science for each deep biotica. That's cool. We haven't really made like an ocean planet before. But I guess you could with that. Unique animals gain 30 for each tag they have. That's really good. Because you can stack up some tags like crazy. Like if you take beaver with that, beaver's 3 times fur. Phosphorus. All plants gain 25 food for each distinct mineral. What? It's a rock that gives all plants on the planet 25 for each distinct mineral in that biome. So you want every mineral to be with a plant? I don't immediately know how to make that work. Monkey orange, 40 food for each distinct animal. That's fairly straightforward. Oh, it's only 2 star. That's fine. Siberian tiger. Gold for distinct herbivores. And then an emerald. 100 gold for each harmony bioticum in this biome. Alright, sure. So that is one more leader down. That is one more Era 3 turning point down. As far as our collection goes, we still need to do Age of Horror, Sludgecorp 3 star, Tropical Paradise, which is rainforest, savanna, or ocean, 60%. Okay. And then Small World. You must not have expanded the planet. Oh, we should do that next time. That sounds fun. We just don't use any expansion charges and then we get it. So yeah, next game we might do something fairly straightforward. We'll do small planet, 3 villages. We won't go crazy on expansion, doing like 4 or 5 cities, anything like that. And we'll see if we can knock Small World out. So that's where it's going to be done for this episode, but I think we have a good plan for next time. If you are enjoying Reus, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video to let me know. And if there's something else that you would like to watch instead, leave a comment and let me know what it is that you would like to see on the channel. I will catch you guys around next time for the next episode of Reus2, but until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.